Hey, how you doing, man? Figured I'll get a late night episode in real quick. Seen something that interests me. Couldn't really sleep. So if you see this in the morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you. Uh, yeah. So today's episode, Punch TDE came out and said, well, he alluded to that Kendrick got a deluxe coming. Well, we all know this already, but get to it. Also, too, go check out my episode that I dropped yesterday. It was actually at midnight. I don't know what's going on with YouTube with my videos, but I'll be putting them out at the time and they don't go out, so I gotta put them out manually. I be dropping so many videos that I be don't be paying attention sometimes, so all of them dropping. But anyway, uh, yeah. So that video last night, go check that out. Some of y'all might agree, some of y'all might disagree, but that's what we're here for. So before I got to do all that, let me get a legendary spiel. This is Horse Talk. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. If you're new here, let me work for your subscription today. All the beautiful, single, sexy ladies, put one in the chat. All the fellas, y'all know where to find the ones that just don't harass them. I don't sell no merch, but I do have content. Absolutely free, but if you want to leave a donation, link is in the description. Cash App, no more PayPal. They call me the Hidden Gem. I went from 1,300 subscribers over 13, 14, 15, 16,000. And yes, 17,000, 18,000. And yes, I am the king of the north. Let me know what kingdom you are from. So we're going to get to this, man. We're going to get to it. Let's do it. All right, this comes courtesy of The Ville. Shout out to The Ville. Make sure y'all go subscribe and donate to his channel. He does a lot of good work.
So Punch, TDE Punch to be exact, had a conversation with Low Key. Low Key is a guy who's affiliated with Rock Nation, but I can't confirm he is with them and he's affiliated with Rock Nation. And he had a back and forth conversation with TDE Punch. I know TDE Punch has been making headlines because of another tweet that he had made. But there's this back and forth that he has with Low Key that really caught my attention. You see, Low Key, like I said, is with Rock Nation. Earlier today or earlier the other day, there was a clip of Jay-Z going around of him performing in Paris. Everybody was catching wind of this because Pharrell is in Paris with the Clips. That's Pusha T and Malice. And now we have Jay-Z there. And AZ Chike is also there. Hitter J3 is there. Rick Ross is there. Nas is there. So many people are there at this time. And Kendrick's supposed to be there around the time after the Pusha T album was released. It's already heard or rumored that he's already in Europe getting ready for the tour.
I wonder why everybody's there. I wonder why. There's got to be something big going on. I mean, I understand that they do have a festival or something, but I wonder why everybody, all these certain artists are there. Why? And why is AC Chite there? Why is he there? I mean, I understand, I mean, then again, he should be there. He should be there. But why is Hitter J3 there? Why is these other artists there? I don't understand this. But what's going on over there? I gotta figure this out.
But amongst all that, people had made a big deal about Jay Z being in the same area as the Clips, being in Paris at the same time as them. People are starting to understand that all of these rap figures are starting to align with each other over there in Paris, and people are making note of that. Now, one thing that was pointed out by Low Key, he says also, if y'all been paying attention, Hove, which is Jay Z, has been outside. Now, this is going back to people saying that he's in Paris at the same time as the Clips, but it's what TDE Punch says right after. He says, "So y'all are about to drop the album, huh? Rock Nation Low." Playing on the fact that Low is connected with Rock Nation. So when Punch talks about them, y'all dropping the album, Clips album, maybe it could be something else, but I'm assuming it's something about that. But what's interesting is the response right after this, because after Punch had talked about them dropping an album over there at Rock Nation, Low Key responds. He says, "We'll drop the album right after y'all drop the deluxe to GNX. We all know that this GNX deluxe has been teased for a really long time. We don't know."
Yeah, the GNX Deluxe album, Kendrick Lamar does do stuff like this. Like it is one joint. There's a couple of joints that I heard him do that I want to hear the rest of the song of. And I know there's one version. Somebody told me it is online. It is on YouTube. I just got to type the right words in. But it was the one he did with Dr. Dre a long time ago. I don't know if y'all ever heard that joint. Where he went to Dr. Dre's studio. I think he was at a barbershop or something. And then he went to Dr. Dre's studio and did it. Kings, it's called Kings of something. I don't know exactly what the name is. But I want to hear the rest of that. And then the one where he was in the car with all of them. What's her name? With all of them, I think the one that Dochi did a little remix to, or whatever. Yeah, so I want to see what Kendrick does on this deluxe. I definitely want to see what he do. I think he definitely gonna have something that's gonna be maybe a little more direct, a little more forward. But I said on my other joint, Kendrick Lamar, on my other episode, Kendrick Lamar is he's an intimidating rapper now. A lot of people are intimidated by him right now.
If it's true or not until this tweet right here. Because what DJ Punch says right after, he says right after we drop it, implying that they're both about to get ready to drop both the album over there with Rock Nation, I'm assuming the clips or whatever, and then the deluxe album to GNX. But him saying right after we drop it is hinting towards the fact that there's a GNX deluxe out there, and it's seemingly being confirmed by TDE Punch right here, which is getting me hyped, bro. Because if you're talking to Low Key about them dropping an album over there in Rock Nation, and he responds to you by saying right after y'all drop the deluxe to GNX, and he says right after we drop it, then does that mean that the GNX deluxe exists? Does that confirm
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. I don't know if the last part was muted. If it was, excuse me. I'm sorry. But yeah, I definitely think that there is a GNX Deluxe. Now I'm looking at that message, it has to be. It has to be. Just think about it. If it ain't a GNX Deluxe, then he's probably working on it because everybody wants a GNX Deluxe. I definitely think this is if he does do a GNX Deluxe, it is definitely gonna have more tracks as far as like rapping, and who don't want to hear more Kendrick stuff. GNX Deluxe definitely could have Jay Z on there. Imagine him having a song with Nas on there. Kendrick and Nas. Kendrick and Jay. Another Kendrick and Jay. Kendrick and the Clips. Just imagine. Just imagine. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine.
that this is real? Is this real right here? Because why would he respond this way as if the album, the deluxe to GNX, is confirmed to be a real thing? Now, this is what I get from this right here. As far as the Rock Nation album, as far as whatever album that Punch is hinting towards, he responds to that and says, all we got to do is master those last three records and we're done. And someone says we. Now this is interesting because he's openly saying, yeah, we still working on these records and then we'll release it whenever it's finished. But this back and forth, I think, in my opinion, was a way for TDE Punch to seemingly hint towards this deluxe to GNX being real. Could this be Punch's way of hinting towards the GNX deluxe?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I definitely think that there is a GNX Deluxe, and I definitely think that people are waiting for it, and I definitely think that Kendrick Lamar and them know people waiting for this GNX Deluxe. They know this. They gotta be crazy out their mind. Something more back. I'm sorry. They gotta be crazy out their mind to think that nobody's waiting for GNX Deluxe. They gotta be crazy. If I'm them, I'm working on SZA's and Kendrick's album and a GNX Deluxe. I'm doing all of them. But there's other artists they gotta tend to. So sorry, I'll keep yawning. Gotta keep it going though.
and its existence. I'm not sure if this is a real thing. I'm not sure if they're going to drop it at the same time Rock Nation drops their project. I don't think that's the case, but I do think that this was a fun way, at least for Punch, to hint towards the album, the deluxe of GNX being a real thing. Now, deluxe, GNX, all that is PG Lang. We know that for sure. But Punch is tapped in with Kendrick Lamar, PG Lang, Dave Free. They go hand in hand. So despite you hearing this from Punch and him being from TDE, he out of mostly anybody would know a thing or two about the deluxe GNX album. He's in the know, he's in the inner circle, so he would know these things more than me and you.
That's another fact. He definitely would. And that's why I believe. I mean, if does he want to play, word semantics and play on words and make people believe that? Yeah, but at the same time, I don't think that I don't think that they would be doing this if it wasn't a deluxe version. I just don't think that they would do that. It is a deluxe version and it's gonna come out soon. I don't think it's gonna come out before the Clips album. I think it's gonna come out after that because I don't think Kendrick want to step on their album like that or even come out close to it. But I definitely think it's gonna come out after that. Definitely think it's gonna come out after that. And hopefully he has the clips on it with him. That would be crazy if he did. That would be crazy.
All I'm saying is that from the inner circle, we've never heard about them talk about the deluxe version of GNX. This is the only time we've seemingly heard about them dropping something close to that. Everything else has been a rumor. I'm not sure if Punch is just playing. I'm not sure if he was just joking with Low Key. But them having this conversation about these albums dropping and them having this back and forth made me feel like this was just Punch's way of hinting towards it, maybe seemingly confirming that it's real. But all in all, I can't wait. I know a lot of people were thinking that Kendrick Lamar was going to go on tour and drop the deluxe while he was on tour. He still got a lot of dates to go. And just to point out that everybody's been talking about everybody meeting in Paris, Kendrick Lamar is set to perform after the Clips album is released because the Clips album is coming out with Rock Nation. And Rock Nation, Jay-Z's there in Paris right now. I'm not sure if he's going to stay there, but July 15th and 16th, the GNX tour will be in Paris. And I'm not sure if he's going to pop out with Clips, with Pharrell at the concert. Now, in my mind, I for sure think that we're going to see Kendrick Lamar in Paris with the Clips on July 15th and 16th. Y'all could look out for that. But what I'm saying right now is
I believe that. I believe that they're going to definitely. He might bring them out on stage with to do something. I believe it. And if Jay Z is there, he coming out on stage. I believe it. I definitely believe it.
that there's a possibility that this album, if there is a deluxe, I've always guessed this, I've always assumed this, it's going to come out after the tour is finished. Now, the tour isn't going to be finished until December after he added these two dates in Australia, but there could be a chance that the GNX Deluxe does exist. And these tweets seemingly show that, at least on TDE Punch's side. But either way, we're in for a surprise on July 15th and 16th when Kendrick goes to Paris, because just a few days after that, we should already be getting the Clips album. And I wouldn't be surprised if we saw the Clips and Pharrell pop up in Paris with Kendrick Lamar. We have TDE, PG Lang affiliates in talks and conversations online with Rock Nation affiliates hinting towards the GNX Deluxe album. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody from Rock Nation like the Clips show up with Kendrick Lamar on tour, and then he drops the deluxe album after the tour is finished.
I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. So we're gonna end it there. Make sure y'all go and subscribe to the Ville. Yeah, man. I can't wait. I know y'all can't wait either. As far as the clips go, and this is gonna be a great album, man. I'm telling you now. Off of the two songs I heard, just the production. I actually heard three songs. This is gonna be a great album. This might be classic. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Might be classic. Imagine you got Kendrick, Hove. They said Hove, but we don't know if Hove's on there. But we know Nas is on there. Yeah, this is gonna be something special. So, but thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have yourself a good one. And yeah, man, I'm out of here. See y'all. Peace. Bye.